Well, hello, all my friends. Welcome back or welcome to the channel. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. My name is T and this is my channel, Crumpus Tea and Sewing. I also go by that handle over on Instagram as well. If you haven't had a chance to check me out on Instagram, I'll put the link to my Instagram account in the description box below and you could go over and check me out. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and push the bell for notifications of all my videos when I post them. All right, so let's get into the haul. So today's video is going to be a pattern haul as well as a sewing plans video. I usually don't do pattern hauls so close together. I just recently did a pattern haul about 2 weeks ago. If you haven't had a chance to check that video out, I'll put a link to that video in the iCard and you could go over and check out that video. This particular pattern haul was a Black Friday pattern haul. So the patterns were 99 cents. And it's been a really long time since Joann's have put out patterns for 99 cents. So I decided to just go over and pick up a few patterns that I had missed with the Simplicity. I think it was the fall collection. And so I decided to just go ahead and go and pick up a few Simplicity patterns because Simplicity was 99 cents. And I think, I believe it was Quick Sew as well. And then they also had some other patterns on sale as well. But I was more interested in the Simplicity patterns because there were a few patterns that I wanted to get, some old and some new. So anyway, I'll start the video by telling you my sewing plans since I don't really have a lot of sewing plans for the month of December. And then we can go on to the pattern haul portion of the video. So for my sewing plans this month, I only want to do 3 things this month, and they are very simple and easy projects. The first pattern that I want to work on is for the little red dress project, and this is a pattern that I've done before, and it's the Colette Hawthorne pattern. And this pattern was gifted to me by Heather. She goes by Textile Tailored Thoughts here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. And I absolutely love this dress. I made it last year for a Minerva project and a blog post that I made. And I'll also link that video here in an iCard as well. It was a beautiful, beautiful pattern, and it still is a beautiful pattern. I made this dress, I made it once, but I did a mock-up version of it. So really I made it twice and it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Again, I'll put that pattern here so you can see what it looks like as well as my pictures. And this time I want to make the long sleeve version of it. I also want to make the peplum top if I have enough fabric left over. I really love this pattern. It actually has a really nice fit for the bust. It does not come with cup sizes, but the sizing is just spot on and I really love it. I also like the fact that you have different options that you can do. So even though it's a shirt dress and most shirt dress comes with a collar and a collar band, this one you actually have the option of omitting the collar, which is really cool because it's just a collar that's inserted and sandwiched in between the facing and the shell of the garment. So it's not like your traditional collar with the collar band, which I really love about this. And then also it comes with darts. So you have front waist darts. You have, I believe there's bust darts as well. And then there are 2 darts at the nape of the neck, on the left and the right of the bodice back. It's a beautiful pattern. It really is. And I already did a review of it, so I won't tell you all the features and everything, but I really love this. I want to do the long cuff version of it. It has a placket on it and a cuff at the that's a 3/4 sleeve length. And last time I really didn't have enough fabric or enough time to make that version. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm only doing 3 patterns this month, because I want to redo that pattern. I did gain a little bit of weight in my waist since I've made that pattern last. And so I'm going to need to do another size. I might also have to do another bust. So I'm going to be redoing the entire pattern over, but since I already did it before, I feel like it's still going to be quite easy because I know what to expect from the pattern. So that's the pattern that I want to work on. That's the first pattern I want to work on for the Little Red Dress project. I also purchased some knit fabric, and it's a pretty red knit fabric, and I also want to work with that as well, but I haven't found out what pattern I want to use for that. But I do want to make 2 dresses for the Little Red Dress project. And by the way, if you're not familiar of the Little Red Dress project, this is a challenge that Renata, she goes by the Twilight Stitcher, and I'll put her information in the description box below as well. And she hosts this. It's usually every year, but last year she took a break from it. And I'm so happy that it's back. So I'm going to be participating in that. And the challenge runs from, I want to say, is December 18th to January 1st. And so if you're not familiar with the challenge and this is something you want to participate in, go ahead and click the links below. You'll find her IG account as well as her YouTube account, and you could go over on IG on Instagram, and then you can go through her feed and you'll see the announcement flyer for the Little Red Dress project. So anyway, I'm participating in that. And then I'm also, every year I do PJs for my son for Christmas. I'm a little bit behind. I usually have them done in November, but that's what I'm working on this week. And I'm going to be using this pattern right here, this is part of my pattern haul. This is one of the patterns I picked up for 99¢. And I'll tell you more about this during the pattern haul. But that's what I'm going to be working on for my son for his Christmas PJs. And then this is the fabric that I'm going to be using, which is this really cute Scottish dog fabric. It's a knit fabric, and it's just a Christmas fabric. It has snowflakes on it as well. The little Scottish dog is wearing a little Santa's hat, and my son just loved this. And him and my daughter, my oldest daughter, they picked this fabric out like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago when it was on clearance, and they had plans for me to make something with this like a long time ago. So I made the dress for my daughter, and you'll see that in the in my Someone Makes the Roundup video for November. So I made that dress, and I'm sending that to her this week for Christmas. And so you'll see that too later. The last thing that I want to make for December, sorry, I'm still in November. The last thing that I want to make for December is this Simplicity pattern is 9014. This was on my list for last month, and I didn't get around to making it because I made a Mimi G jacket and a Berta skirt to match the Mimi G jacket, and you'll see the videos of that next week, the reviews of that. And that took a lot. It took longer than expected. And so I didn't get around to making this pattern here. And I really want to make this because I want to do a comparison and a comparison video with the Berta pattern that I did last month. And I'll pop that picture up here as well so you can see what I'm talking about. And I'll put the number of the Berta pattern there as well. They're very similar. The Berta pattern is more of a tunic than a dress. And then the bands, as I talked to you all about this last month, the bands are a little bit different. The silhouette is the same, but the bands, the turtleneck portion of it is a little bit different. So I wanted to sew the two and compare the two and see how the two sew up and which one I like most, and then give my impressions and my feedback of that. The pattern comes in extra small to 2XL, which is a really nice size range, and then it also calls for stretchy fabrics like it's knits only, interlock, jersey, ponte, stretch velvet, sweater knits, terry knits, those types of fabrics. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I know it's a very easy project. I could have got it done last month, but I'm telling you, the Mimi G jacket and all that stuff, it was just very, it was a lot. It was a lot. So let me go ahead and get into the pattern haul. I'll switch views and I really like to do my pattern hauls on the table now so that I can get real up and close with the patterns and you can kind of see all the details, the features and all that stuff. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and switch gears and talk about the patterns that I picked up at the recent Black Friday sale at Joann, where the patterns were 99¢. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with this first pattern, which is the pattern that I just showed you for my sewing plans for the month. This is the Simplicity S9193, which is a kids pattern, and it came out during the fall of I think it was last month or the month before last. And its size for US size is 3 to 8. And you have essentially, it's just three versions of a jacket or vest. So you can do this jacket here, which is, it's saying that it's view C, but it has a hoodie and no sleeve. It's a sleeveless option. Here's view A without the hood or the sleeves. Then this is view B. This is more for little girls. As you can see, it has like a little ruffle on the sleeve there, and you could put some faux fur here around the neckline. And then this is also view C, but this is the view with sleeves. And this is the view that I want to make for my son. And it's a zip up, so it calls for a zipper, and it has pockets on the front. But you have two versions. You can do these little open pockets that's more square, or you could do like the rounded version, and the pockets are on the side. The opening for the pocket is on the side. So the pattern calls for fabrics such as flannel, fleece, poplin, ripstop, Sherpa, velour, and wool blends. And it's 7 pieces. And I think this is going to be quite easy. So for my son, just looking at the body measurements here, I'm going to do a size 5 or 6 for C here. So as you can see, it doesn't call for that much fabric here. My fabric is a 60-inch wide fabric. So for the base of the pattern, I'm looking for 3/4 of a yard. And for the pockets and the lining, I'm looking for another 3/4 of a yard. So no more than 1.5 yards of fabric. So I'm really excited about that. And that's what I'm going to be doing here. So this is the second pattern that I picked up, which is a dress pattern. And I passed this pattern up so many times. This isn't a new dress pattern. This pattern has been out for quite some time, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. But it's so, I guess, popular that they keep reprinting them. So it's still in print. And what I like about this pattern is that it has cup sizes. However, I always passed up this pattern because of the gathers on the shoulders. Well, the last time I went in to Joann's during the Black Friday sale, I believe this pattern was like out on a table or something. Somebody was going to get this. And I happened to notice that there are different views, and you can make a view without the gathers on the sleeve. So it has 3 different views. You have A, B, and C. View B is the pattern with gathers or pleats. I don't know exactly what that is. I haven't read it yet. And then view A is the pattern where you don't have to have any pleats at all or gathers. And then view C is the sleeveless option. And as you can see, it has princess seams and a paneled A-line skirt as well. So I'm so sad that I passed this up so many times. But I'm glad that I was able to see the different variations with the sleeves. And it also has a center back zip. So that's going to be your closure. So it calls for one 22-inch zipper and a hook and eye, 5 1/2-inch buttons, and 2 frog closures. The fabric suggestions here are sateen, challis, crepe, crepe back satin, crepe de chine, laundered silk rayons, double georgette, soft lightweight linen, and linen blends. Now I have a really nice sateen fabric, a floral sateen fabric that would be beautiful for this particular pattern, and I think it'll be a really nice spring dress. So I'm excited about that. So the cup sizes are C, D, double D cup sizes, and your patterns, you have 2 different choices here. It comes from 20 to 28. This is the envelope that I purchased, but you could also get the second envelope, and I can't remember what the sizes are, but I'll put it here on the screen here. But you do have your range of sizes for that dress. So I thought that that would be fun, and that's why I picked that up. I picked this up as well, which is the S9175. It's another simplicity pattern, and you have 3 different views of a dress that has, well, you can do a dress that has a turtleneck or a dress that just has a high round neckline. And it also comes with a belt as well. I really like this for like the winter. It just looks like a really nice a dress. It is a dress that calls for knits, and your fabrics are bamboo, cotton knits, interlock, jersey, modal, sweater knits. So I thought that this would be really nice for the winter because it's a really nice dress, and it's also it calls for cotton such as sweater knits. And so I think that this would be a really great warm dress for winter and late fall. And it only has 8 pieces. So I like that as well. I like patterns that have under 10 pieces. Now the size that I got was 14 to 22. But again, you can get the second envelope, which I think the sizes are, I don't even want to guess on the sizes. I'll just make sure that I put the size range up here on the videos, in the video, so you can see what those size ranges are. Next is the New Look in 6650, which is quite similar to the pattern that I showed you before. But this one, you don't have the turtleneck. You have short sleeve options here. I believe this is, looks like it's a 3/4 sleeve option. And then you have a belt as well. And view B has like a little slit on the side. So it's very similar to the one that I purchased for simplicity, but you definitely don't have to buy both. It has 4 pieces, so this one's a little bit more simple, and it calls for scratch knits as well, interlock, but you could also use a jacquard, jersey knits, ITY, and rib knit fabrics. Next, I picked this up for my husband. It's Simplicity S9191, and it's just a basic jacket and vest pattern. This pattern calls for 13 pieces, and the fabrics that they call for are fabrics such as boiled wool, scratch knits such as fleece, ponte, scuba, sweater, sweatshirting, and velour. So yeah, it's just a simple jacket. It has a yoke at the top, a collar, you have your pockets, a 2-part sleeve. It's just real simple, and I thought I would get that for my husband. This particular one comes in sizes such as small to 2XL. I don't know if it has a larger size or not, but I'll look online and I'll let you know. I purchased this one as well. This is an older pattern as well. Simplicity 2917, but it's still in production. It has a combination of views here. You have view A, which is a really nice A-line dress that has princess seams and a paneled skirt. View D is basically the shirt portion of view A. You have a pencil skirt. You have a sleeveless option here. This is a short cap sleeve for view A. And then for view D, you have a 3/4 sleeve. But as you can see, you have princess seams here. This pattern calls for fabrics such as laundered cottons, lightweight denim, silk and silky type fabrics, challis, crepe back satin, jersey, soft lightweight linen, and linen blends. You can also do view E in seersucker, linen, and linen blends. And it comes with a belt as well. All right, so lastly, I picked up Simplicity S9176, another dress pattern. But this one is, it has a bodice and then a skirt to it. You can also do the belt. It comes with a sleeveless option, a short sleeve option, and then a long sleeve option or 3/4 sleeve option. The fabric suggestions are cotton types, crepe, damask, double knits, gabardine, ponte, sateen, stretch, wovens, similar fabrics. And here's the line art. It looks like it also comes with pockets. The back bodice has 2 darts. Your closure is going to be a zipper. The sleeve has a cuff on it. It has 2 different neckline variations as well. So there's a high round neckline, and then there's a neckline, a high round neckline with a band. So yeah, I really liked my little haul this go round. These are some really great patterns. I'm excited to make them and tell you what my thoughts and my review are of them. The only one that I'm going to be making fairly soon is this one. And like I said, this is going to be a pattern that I make this month for my son. And I'll let you know how that turns out. Hopefully next month in my makes video, I can tell you more about that pattern. But that's my pattern haul for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure that you give my video a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can receive notifications of all my videos when I post them. All right, thank you for tuning in, everyone. And until next time, stay creative. Bye.